So Sequoia Capital is an early stage venture capital firm based here in Silicon Valley. And from the energy perspective, we work with young energy entrepreneurs to help them grow and build their company into hopefully what will be the next Google of energy. Where we generally get involved is very early on in the company's life, which is we might raise a few $100,000 to a few $1 million for a company. Sometimes they've taken a little bit of money from angels or friends and family before that, but we're usually the first sort of institutional money that comes in to help a company and to build the company. And then later on through the company's life, they raise money with our help from other either private investors or venture capital firms and sometimes strategic investors as well until they go through to an IPO. So there's a lot of people out there saying that it's a pretty tough economy and it might not be a great time to start a company. We have a slightly contrarian view to that, which says it's actually a great time to start a company. There's two parts to that. One is that there's fewer competitors out there. When things are going great and everything's all bubbly and frothy, it's very hard to make yourself known to the customer because there's sort of 10 other competitors out there. When you start a company in this environment, you're one of a few companies that are off to the races, and it's much easier for you to stand out if you truly have the best technology. The second part to that question is if you have the best technology and you can sell it to a customer that has a real pain and you can sell that during a difficult time, then you will stand out. And when things turn around, you are going to be better positioned. You're going to have the foundation for your company, and that's the core to creating a great company. And when things turn around, things are going to go very nicely for you. If you look at First Solar, which is the market leader in solar, they were founded back in the 1990s, and they went through almost 10 years of development to make their product. And when you think about a solar cell, there's a lot of elements that go into that. Back in the time, they didn't have laser scribe technology. There were challenges with the ITO and the transparent conducting oxides, the deposition technologies, and what have you. Whereas if you look at an entrepreneur that's starting today, well, you've got this great company out there that's a market leader. There's a lot of elements to the technology which you don't need to reinvent, and you can focus on the most important, the biggest pain, the most expensive part of that technology. So there are lots of things that you can leverage from that learning. So I would encourage you to go out and look at some of the companies that are out there, take on try and take on board some of that knowledge and then focus your innovation into your unique area, and hopefully that is the biggest pain for the customer. Well, there are a lot of elements that go into creating a sustainable startup. I think some of the big ones that I would, if there were sort of three that I'd try and remember if I was a young entrepreneur, one I think would be to have a differentiated technology. Something that is somewhat of a step change out there, because at the end of the day, the big guys are out there, the players or the incumbent technologies, they are making advancements as well. So it's important to have a bit of a gap on the incumbent technology. A second one is to make sure that you're solving customer pain, something that they must have, not something that is a want to have. Because if it's something that they must have, then they're willing to accept sort of an 80% solution to a product. You can get it in the customer's hand. They can iterate and give you feedback, and you can make a better product at the end of the day. It also means it's quicker time to market for you, and you can just create a better product. And then the other one is be very thoughtful about how you build your company, the DNA that you set in the first 90 days of the company based on what you do, who you recruit, and how you go about building your company. It sets the tone for the company. It's very important. So if you have a real passion for what you're doing, don't be afraid to get out there, take that technology and take it to market.